The mistake that makes women ignore you is the exact same one that stops you from being desired. You offer yourself before they even feel the urge to conquer you. Stop and watch your own pattern. You anticipate her messages. You explain your intentions too early. You try to give what she hasn't even asked for yet. That isn't generosity. It is anxiety wearing a mask. And anxiety has a smell. She senses it in your tone of voice, in the look that begs for validation, and in the rush to fill every silence. What you call paying attention is actually predictability, and predictability is the poison that kills desire. The principle is simple and brutal. Female desire is not born from availability. It is born from emotional scarcity and perceived value. Constant availability says that you need more than you choose. It says you desire more than you are desired. Emotional scarcity, on the other hand, communicates that you are selective and self-sufficient. The man who doesn't give himself away immediately isn't playing hard to get. He is showing that he doesn't trade his center for validation. Psychologist Robert Cialdini proved this mechanism. The harder it is to get something, the more value we give it. This isn't an opinion, it is a law of the human mind. When you apply it, you understand why some men dominate the room effortlessly. They don't hide, but they don't give themselves away. They don't refuse, but they choose. They don't chase, they attract. The modern man is stuck in a conflict. He wants to be the prize, but he acts like a contestant. He wants her to chase him, but he gives away all the answers before she even asks the question. This destroys the natural spark of attraction. Without challenge, there is no pursuit. Without pursuit, desire dies. A Stanford study showed that the brain releases 25% more dopamine when it senses emotional uncertainty. This is the same mechanism behind addiction. The mind gets hooked where the reward is possible, but not guaranteed. In dating, this means your presence must have gaps, not to manipulate, but to let her brain do the work of chasing you. Today, we will dismantle the habit of offering yourself too soon. We will rebuild your presence with intelligent scarcity and selective rhythm. You aren't going to learn to seem rare. You are going to learn to be rare. Because when you master the art of holding back until she feels the urge to win you over, the power shifts. And when the power shifts, she runs to you.
Part 1. The invisible mistake. The greatest enemy of attraction is not rejection. It is predictability. Being always present, replying fast, and being totally available extinguishes curiosity. When you are easy to read, you are easy to forget. A woman might like a nice guy, but it is the inaccessible man who moves her. When a man is too stable, too safe, her brain reads it as zero challenge. Her instinct, shaped by thousands of years, seeks the feeling of being with someone who demands investment. Effort creates attachment. Take away the effort, and you take away the pleasure of the win. Evolutionary psychology explains that the female brain looks for signs of value. Those signs aren't found in men who give themselves away for free. They are found in men who show control. Research confirms that male predictability reduces attractiveness by up to 40%. The predictable man replies fast, laughs too much, and tries to please. He wants to show interest, but he communicates anxiety. And anxiety tells her unconscious mind that you are beneath her. When you show constant interest, her brain assumes you are already conquered. The chase ends. Interest fades. It is biological. Dopamine is released through uncertainty. If you become a certainty, she loses what stimulates her most, doubt. The insight is deep. When you react too much, you lose power. When you observe first and respond later, you create curiosity. She starts trying to figure you out, and when someone tries to decode you, they are already investing in you. The man she chases is the man who doesn't rush to win. He plays to control the rhythm. He knows that silence, charged with intent, is louder than words. Part 2. The trick of strategic uncertainty. Robert Greene said, "Uncertainty is the fuel of attraction. No human values what they fully understand. Mystery keeps desire alive." The trick is to master the art of uncertainty, not being cold, but being rhythmic. The man who masters this doesn't feel the need to prove anything. When you reply in your own time, say less than expected, and keep a calm intent, you become an enigma. Studies show that uncertainty about a partner's interest increases mental obsession by over 30%. The harder it is to predict your feelings, the more space you take up in her mind, and the more she thinks about you, the stronger the bond becomes. She replays old messages. She analyzes your tone. You become a presence, even in your absence. Simple example, when she expects a quick reply, wait. When she compliments you, smile, but don't return it with intensity. When she tests you, stay calm. That control creates contrast. Contrast creates tension, and tension is where desire is born.
Part 3. Calculated disinterest. Machiavelli said, "He who controls perception controls the game." A woman doesn't fall for what she sees. She falls for what she feels when she sees you. Nothing creates more desire than a man who seems complete without needing anything. Calculated disinterest is the balance between presence and detachment. A woman is drawn to the man who doesn't react. Not reacting is the ultimate sign of dominance. When she provokes and you keep your gaze steady, when she tries to shake you and you stay serene, you send one message: you are not affected by the outside world. In biological language, that translates to strength. Research shows men with a high tolerance for social discomfort are perceived as more dominant. The man who can handle silence communicates that he validates himself. This awakens her competitive instinct. She realizes she must win the attention of a man who doesn't give it to just anyone. But be careful, disinterest isn't coldness. The dominant man repels and attracts at the same time. He is kind when he wants to be, distant when he needs to be. That rhythm is addictive. She feels she has access but never control. And what can't be controlled becomes an obsession. The ordinary man sees silence as rejection and tries to fill the void. The dominant man sees silence as a tool. He waits. He lets the void grow until she feels the need to fill it. That is how the game flips. Desire is the fear of loss, and a woman only fears losing what she doesn't fully own.